3, 2, 1.
Do you want a sip of my coffee again?
Well, how are you going to give it to me?
You can come get it.
So I just sat down, and now you want me to come get it? And you're something else.
You can come get it. No, I'll slide it. Oh. You don't have to walk so far.
Me to get it and come get it.
On our Patreon.
Your coffee is so bitter. But it's actually not as bad as what I thought it would. Like it used to be, because we used to get the
Well, this is a different type of coffee.
Oh, that's that one that. See, that one's actually. I looked at like it looked richer, because the ones that like the 7-Eleven stuff trash. Like when you used to get, that, I was like, oh, that just literally tastes like dirty water to me. But this one, I was like, oh, like it's not as bad as I thought. Like that's black coffee too, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's not as bad as I thought it would be.
Yeah, this coffee isn't strong enough for me.
Really? I actually just have it like that.
I need to start drinking decaf.
What's that?
So coffee without caffeine in it. Because I need a...
So that's why I even have coffee. I thought that's the point of it.
I think it's just like for like addicts. It's like you're having coffee, so your brain thinks you're having
like the drink, the alcohol with the non-alcohol.
Yeah, because now that I have coffee so much, if I don't drink coffee for like a day at work,
I get the twitch.
No, the twitch is when you have too much coffee. I get like really bad headaches.
Ah.
Yeah.
The hell?
It's withdrawal. Like your body is...
Yeah, I get that when I don't have snacks.
Yeah.
Wow.
You just eat way too much.
Oh, I just get so hungry.
How do you go from a childhood where you barely ate to now an adulthood where you just can't stop eating?
That's what money does to you, man. You like you see adults and you're like, well, how do you get fatty and tubby? And I'm like a skinny, scrawny kid. I'm like, how do you even get that way? Now that I'm here, I'm like, man, I can eat whatever I want. Chocolate, I can. Mom can't say no. Lollies, mum can't say. Cake, I can eat a whole cake if I wanted. Who's going to tell me off?
No self-control.
Yeah, that's when it gets to it.
No discipline.
Anyway, welcome back to another episode.
Welcome back.
Unpeeled.
Unpeeled.
Welcome back to another episode of Unpeeled.
I sound like you.
What do you mean? I don't even speak like...
Whoa.
Jesus.
Man overboard.
See, this is what I said.
And this is what I said.
Welcome back to another episode of Unpeeled. This is episode 13.
Ooh, 13.
Yeah, episode 13.
Yay.
Can't wait till we get to like 50 or something.
Yeah. Like I often think to myself, like even though we're already up to episode 13, it's a lot for us, like starting from 1 to 13.
Well, how many do you actually think we would actually be up to if I released every single one we did?
Ooh, maybe 20, 25?
Yeah, we might be. Yeah, like 20. So I've there's like 20 that I haven't done. Maybe not 20. Well, that I've lost footage for. I definitely don't have it anymore. But once I could theoretically upload, it's like 4 or 5. But yeah, we've done so many, like just not recorded. Someone's just pieces. There's so many I have to delete off of here that we just had no audio, no footage to them.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, man.
No, like I often think to myself, like even though we don't have like crazy subscribers or like views
they grow.
and whatnot.
I don't even need crazy. The boys got me. They watch every single one.
Nah, like I am grateful for the opportunity to do this because like, you know, yeah, we've been together for 10 years, but like talking to you, I'm very grateful for having like conversations about the craziest things. Like some couples probably don't even talk on like the same level that we do.
Yeah, true. Thanks.
Why are you thinking?
Because you just annoy me sometimes.
You annoy me too.
You just said you enjoy my company. Your company drains me.
Out of this, I hate you. No, I'm joking. Very, very grateful for you.
Yeah, you too, my baby.
But yeah, it's like crazy when I think of it.
Yeah, like I don't think, like imagine your parents, like dude, they wouldn't, I don't even know, my parents would speak like this, you know?
Yeah.
It is wild to think. Like I wonder what they even speak about. Like do they even tell each other like
do they talk about like buttholes and bukakis? Like
I wonder. Definitely not your parents. I know that.
No way.
There's no way.
They just talk about things to do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like you could almost tell what people by how they are around their like day to day. Like, you can't. I don't know. I feel like it would be very hard to fake how you are all the time.
Yeah.
So if you majority see them like that, because that's even hard to say. Because I'm like, I feel like your parents would have a picture of me or how I am.
Yeah.
But I'm only around them like that.
Yeah,
so that's hard for me to say if they like. It's hard to fake it because it's I can fake it. I don't even know if I'm saying it's faking it, but like I'm just different when they're around.
Toning it down,
toning it or just not myself. Yeah, that is wild.
Yeah, no. Like I often think of that. Like I would hate to be in a relationship with someone where they don't like to talk about topics that you would like to talk about. Like some people might get uncomfortable talking about like death and all that. Whereas, like, I'm glad we can talk about things very openly.
I just like to pick people's brains.
Yeah.
and like how people would like to think, or how, especially if you see it something different to me, it'd be cool to like, I like to like imagine that. Like how do you think, or try and explain to me how you feel like that way? Like, you know, why do I feel so differently about that? Like that's cool. I like that idea. It weirds me out when people get angry that people think different to them.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Like how does that offend you?
Yeah, and why should it offend you? Like even, like the gender thing itself, like being like, even if you want to call yourself, okay, cool, you can call. If I don't have to, or I don't want to, why should I have to?
Yeah.
And why does that offend you that I don't call you? That's when, like, I think it's honestly, sometimes I even wonder if that is even the thing that annoys me. Like, if it's the gender thing that, like, just call it because it's the easiest thing to go off of.
Yeah.
But yeah, people wanting to be all these different genders that they are.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it being the gender, like, honestly don't even care what gender you want to be.
Yeah.
That doesn't faze me at all. I feel like it's the annoying videos that we see of the people. It's like, feels like you're the demanding of this respect. It's not the fact that it's about the gender. You demanding that I give you bananas or something. Like that just is going to annoy me. Like the demanding that I have to do these things. Well, no, I don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
It almost makes me feel like I'm a very good person. Like I feel like I'm very nice. Like but someone bumps into me, I'm saying sorry. You know, I'm just always the first one to give polite.
Right.
Until you're an asshole about it, then it just shuts down.
Yeah.
I remember the one time we had that experience. I think you were driving and I was in the passenger seat. And we almost hit that. I don't even know if we were that close.
I was nowhere
We were nowhere near her. And she was like mumbling something. I was like, oh, maybe she's like wanting to tell us there's a park or something that we can, car park that we were turning into a car park. And she was like, oh, she must have been yelling something. And I was like, oh, she might be telling us there's a park here, or we can go, quickly go park here. Wind down the window, and she's like, oh, you almost. I don't even know what she freaking said. You almost hit me or my child or something.
Yeah.
So I just started whining. I was like, I don't even want to hear it. Who are you? First of all, don't just come over here and tell me.
I know, walking in the middle of the road where there's cars,
and then walking to
it's
come
like
tell me
car
that,
park.
like. Yeah, that if I show you the respect, or because I know myself that I am very respectful.
Yeah.
As soon as you show me the disrespect, I can be I feel like I get more petty than you. Yeah, like it gets really bad. I'm like, yeah, you don't. I don't know. I feel like you just can't tell me to give you respect because you think you deserve it. You show me you can deserve respect, or I give it to you already. And that's actually a good topic. I don't know. Now my brain is red. What was in that coffee?
Yeah, nah, man. Now you're ranting and I'm ready for bed.
There was this one time. So this is a good one to bring up before we get into our actual topics. It just reminds me of there was a time me and Katarina, so we used to work on night shifts together. Yeah. Me and my sister. And so we just do jobs. I don't know, whatever we got to do, cut fabrics, whatever it is. So I was laying up some fabric for her to cut. Mm-hmm. So I'll lay it up and she'll cut it. Yeah. Maybe I was putting up the rolls and then, I had to go get the fabric and then put it on the table and then start cutting it up and then she'll it's hard to explain because it's my job. But yeah, I cut fabric in blocks and then she'll cut it on a machine. Yeah. So anyway, before I went to go get the roll, I knew I had to go get it and I think I was going to go get it for her. Until then she was like, oh, can you go get that roll? And as soon as she said that, something in me was like, well, now I don't want to do it because you told me to go do it. And then we were like laughing about it. I was like, nah, I don't like this now. Like, let me be nice to you. Or I want to be nice until you tell me to be nice to you. Does that make sense? I guess another, probably a better, easy example would have been like, if I see people coming, when you go like fish and chip shops or even just in malls have the opening doors now, but the fish and chip shop, we have those weird flappy things. People, I don't know if people still have those, but yeah, I'd always hold those, even doors for people. Now I'll be opening the doors, if someone's coming in behind me, I'll give it a little push for them so they can come through to sneak in. Yeah. But yeah, or hold the flaps. I'll do that for you. Until it feels like if you had to tell me, oh, can you hold the door open for me? Yeah, now I'm just going to shut it. Yeah, no, don't tell me to be nice to you. I'll be nice to you just in my general.
Yeah, but some people don't know that about you either.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it feels like you're like me. It's not demanding. Yeah, it's not me like letting people to be nice. It feels like you need to be nice to. Like demanding people to be nice to you. Does this make sense? Is this making any sense?
Yeah, it's making sense. Like you know that you have, you're going to be courteous to people, but then people requesting the courtesy from you
feels like that's not nice. Like that feels like how does that why would I be, that doesn't feel like a good thing to do. So
what if they say, can you please open the door for me?
Yeah, that's different. Like let's say, and it depends what it was for too. Like say he had shit in his hand. He couldn't physically do it. Yeah, I'm opening the door for you. Yeah. If you're standing there waiting, can you open the door for me? And I can clearly see you can. I'm like, well, why? Well, hang on. First, why do I have to get the door?
Yeah, I think that's a bit entitled.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, you're thinking like, oh, like you have to come do this for me. Like, first of all, do I even know you? Like, if it's a stranger, like, yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was funny because we were just like, it was a weird feeling. Like that's when it first ever hit me. I was like, oh yeah, I'll go cut up this now for us to lay it up and we can get on with our work. And then as soon as she said do it, I'm like, well, now you go do it actually, because why am I getting it?
Is it because you're kind of like getting offended by the fact that you know how to do your job?
I don't know if
you know what the next step is, but then you telling her makes you feel like that she thinks that you don't know how to do your job.
I've thought about it a couple because it's happened a couple times at work. The only thing I can really come up to, I don't know. I feel like you just
get offended easily.
Not offended easy. I don't know if I like being told what to do.
Right, you're one of those people.
Well, yeah, because there's a difference. So my actual boss and then the guy I work with,
yep.
I noticed that they speak to me differently. Like when the guy who I get the work off of, when he tells me, he's like, oh, like, so he almost explains like, okay, this is what we have to do.
Yeah.
And then he leaves me the work and I'll just, like I said, go through it as I need be.
Because that's his job to tell you what the next thing is.
Well, just to explain to me. It's not like he's like, okay, the other guy that I work with, who is the guy that, not the boss, like just the guy I work with. It sounds like when he gives me, it's like he's ordering me to do things. It feels different.
The way that they put it.
Yeah, so even though the guy who's supposed to be the boss, he's just like, oh, okay, this is first, next, whatever. Then he just leaves it, and then I deal with it.
Yep.
The other guy's like, okay, we're doing this one, then this, and I'm like, oh, that feels more demanding than this guy just telling me, like the instructions. There's one guy giving me instructions, the other's like barking orders. Yeah. That's what it feels like. Yeah. The barking order, I don't know if I like.
Yeah, because then it's like they're above you in a way.
Yeah, maybe that's like, I just don't like, especially if you're definitely not above me either. Like, then I'm like, hang on, who are you to first of all think you're telling me what to do?
Yeah.
So yeah, I noticed that I don't like if you explain, and I think that's why I have a problem being a boss or something, because I'm not very good at telling people what to do. Right. I'd rather tell you what we have to do and you just do it.
Yeah.
Not me being like, okay, now do this. And I think it's, because it might be, what is it when you're, is it reflecting?
What are you trying to
like
explain?
when I'm saying, like, if I say something bad about you, it's like, oh, well, you're projecting, not reflecting. Oh, yeah. I think I'm projecting because I don't like being told what to do. So I don't like to tell other people what to do.
No, I feel like I am like that too. Like, if I got offered the position to, like, be in charge of something, I don't think I would take it because I don't feel comfortable telling people what to do. I get quite, like, not like self-conscious, but I'm like, I hate, when people are like, do this, do that, do this.
And that's why sometimes I have like props for like the managers and supervisors, because I'm like it's you don't like to be shit on, and they get shit on from the boss and it just goes down, but it's like it's pretty like there are some people like you just have to be firm and sturdy. Like I'm just not sturdy like that. I can't tell people what to do. I don't like doing it. I'd rather we all explain it. Everyone understands what's going on. Okay, good. Now you do your job, and I just don't. I'm expecting you to know what you're doing, and I'm just going to wait for you to do your part so I can do my part.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be like, hey, hurry up, or none of that. I can't do that. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like a good little rant. Like it just reminded me of that. Like, so next time when you want me to do the dishes, just explain it in a way where you're not asking or not telling, just asking. If you ask me to do the dishes, I feel more inclined rather than you. These dishes need to be done. Then I'm like, well, okay, well then you do them.
You remind me of David, because that's how he was explaining what Mariel says to him. Like, it's like because Mariel must have had friends over.
Yeah.
And then she was like, make sure the house is clean.
Oh yeah, well, exactly. If you make sure the house, well, first of all.
Yeah, but sometimes I feel like I do have to remind you.
Yeah, remind me. Don't tell me, just remind me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
These dishes need to be done. That's a reminder.
Or could you please do the dishes would be nicer.
So you just want it to be more polite.
I just want it to be in a way that doesn't sound like it's like, because it almost sounds like, even that, like, because it doesn't sound, even though you're not demanding, but it's like, okay, the dishes need to be done, meaning the words in behind that is like, well, one of us need to do them and I don't want it to be me. So it's like, oh, so you want me to do well, if they need to be done, then you do them. I don't mind them sitting like that, because that's where my mind goes. It's like, I don't care if it sits there. So yeah, it'll get done when I want to do it.
Do you think that stems from how you were raised?
What do you mean?
Because you weren't really told what to do?
Yeah, it could be.
So
and maybe they're more, well, I mean, they probably say like, come out and do the dishes and stuff. So I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know where it is. I don't like the authority, like that point of it. But don't get it twisted. I ain't one of these, get pulled over by the cops and think, oh, who are they? Like that stuff is nothing to do with it. But like, it's more just like
tiny things.
Like people who feel like they have power, sort of. I don't know. It's just that annoys me sometimes.
Like when you know you're on the same level.
Yeah,
as
if
someone.
we're on the same, like, yeah, obviously the law is like above. So yeah, sure, I guess he can demand things, which will still be annoying, but I'll probably still do it. But yeah, if we're like you and me are the same in line and you think you can come, why? Who are you, first of all?
Yeah. I do get really annoyed when it comes to things like people pushing in line or.
But do people ever do that? There's no way people push in line. Like, because that even in my mind, I'd almost let it happen because I'm like, how much entitlement balls do you have to do to push in line? I would never push in line, ever.
Nah, some people do.
I even get weirded out with, like, that's the one thing that I find so weird about driving on the roads is that they have lines where you have to merge. And I'm not going to want to have an accident. So if someone's like not, like they're just going in, I was like, well, yeah, I guess I was like, but that, like, how do people, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, we can do it on the roads, but then in life, it's like, you know, when there's, I guess, traditional lines, well, no one pushes in those lines. But when it comes to the roads, it's like, oh, yeah, everyone just drives down that lane, the left lane to try and make sure, well, I'm getting in.
Because you can't really say anything.
You know what? I think that, that's probably the biggest point. Like, you can scream and swear all you want to them, but no one, they can't hear it. Yeah. But if it was in, oh, what was that on? Yes, and now you remind me. Have you heard of this? So there was this this artist. She was like a French or Greek, whatever artist lady, but she was like one of those, not the painting kind of ones. She was like the life ones.
Right.
Yeah, and so she did this art thing where she put all these weapons and like different toys and feathers and knives and just random items on a table.
Yeah.
And then she just sat in the art gallery and she was like, oh, okay, for the whole, I don't know how long, 8 hours, the whole day, whatever it was.
Yeah.
People can just come up to her and do whatever they wanted. For the first couple hours, people probably get like the feather, you know, tickle her, whatever, play with her hair and like take a picture, whatever it was. Oh, yeah, I'll keep going. But, you know, basic stuff.
Yeah.
And then this is like, I guess that was the whole point of it, because then it starts to show, okay, now where does humanity, okay, so the next guy, oh, maybe I'll take I'll get the scissors, let's see, I'll chop a little bit of her hair off. And then, so another guy, oh, yeah, maybe I'll rip a bit of her clothes. And it's like, and then, yeah, you know.
Was all the men doing that?
I don't know who was doing it, all this stuff. And then people started, like now she's getting, people like cutting her skin a little bit.
No way.
Yeah, like a little, you know, maybe little cuts or whatever. They would like rip her, she was now fully out, clothes were out, you know, I think some people even fondling a little bit. Just weird, wild stuff. And then there was a gun and one bullet. And a guy even held the gun and one bullet up to her at one point, I think near the end, just to see if she'd even move. And she still did nothing. Then they like even carried her to like closer to they carried her somewhere anyway. But yeah, they did all this wild shit, drew on it, all this stuff. Like, just because again, it's like you can dehumanize. Like, she doesn't feel real after a while. She's letting them do whatever.
Yeah.
And then once the timer or whatever went off, she was like still standing in the crowd, maybe people were doing stuff. As soon as she started to move and get up, everyone just turned away and went off, like just backed up from her because they couldn't stand the sight of what they had done. Like, now that she's back to normal human again. Yeah, it's like, oh, like now we don't want to know how gross we were. Yeah. I was like, well, that's a wild thing to like, just how people are. Like, we can dehumanize other people to make it feel okay, but once it's real, now it's like, oh, now she's human. Oh, now look at that. Now no one wanted to look at her because like, oh, look what we did to her.
Yeah, those people need to be shot.
It just shows like, you know, human psychology and stuff. But yeah, I think that is a good point that you're saying. Like, yeah, because you can't hear and see people. Like, if you're cutting in line of me in the mall, yeah, I can hook you in the freaking head.
Yeah.
But if you're in cars, yeah, unless I ram you and want to wreck my car, you're probably not going to hear anything. You might hear a toot.
Yeah. I can't believe she did that. That's insane.
Yeah, no, it was a cool one. She did that one, and her partner did like they were about to break up or whatever it was. So they walked to the Great Wall of China, and they walked towards each other from opposite ends. They met. I think they did a kiss or a hug or whatever it was. The last words, and then that was it. They never saw each other again.
Really? Wow.
And then because they were both artists, and then so she's still been doing all this art stuff. Yeah. Like 15, 20 years later, she was doing another art thing where she was staring at people and then just staring for like 5 minutes each, and then they'll leave. He came in. They'd never seen each other. 20 minutes. He came in. They looked at each other. He looked at her. They held hands for the 5 minutes. Yeah, and then he left, and no speaking, nothing. Yeah, and then he left again. It's giving me the goosebumps now just talking. I don't even know. I can't remember her name, but she's like Russian or something.
That's insane.
Yeah, and then he, again, never spoke again.
That's
imagine
like
that 15 years.
That's like...
all the emotions obviously came. Like, she was crying and he was crying happy, but like, you just no speaking. And it was like, it's weird to think like how much power nothing, like these things have. Like just looking at someone or just... Yeah, it is weird. Like, it's weird that art is so... Like, that can be art. Like, you can see the power in some of that stuff.
Yeah. Well, we're talking about art and like that live action art. I saw a video.
Live action art?
Yeah, isn't that what it is?
Oh, like what I was talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, is that, yeah, I guess.
I don't know if that's what it's called, but yeah. There was one where they were making butter music.
Butter music?
Yeah,
What's that? Like butter?
There was like a slab of butter on the floor, and this lady's just smacking it with a microphone. Oh man, and all these people are standing around just watching it. Like
smacking it.
And then I just like some of that stuff. Like, have you seen the guy that does the run and jump and he marks the wall with a pen? Oh, well, he like jumps on a trampoline. He's like drawing on the wall.
Jeez.
And it just makes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like just some of that art, I'm just like, really?
Yeah,
like,
I guess, I don't know.
Is
Yeah.
that worth standing there for like 30 minutes for? But some people are just into that. So
Yeah.
slapping cheese and making music out of it. So
Slapping cheese.
Yeah, she was.
That's funny. Can't wait to have a kid and throw like cheese at its head.
oh yeah, no.
That'd be cute.
Yeah, it's like there must have been like a daycare or childcare centre. I don't know if it was in Victoria.
Yeah.
But yeah, the employees were caught slapping cheese on the kids' faces.
Wow.
Yeah. And then yeah, like people were calling for them to be fired and stuff.
Really?
Yeah. But like, would you be offended if you had your kid in childcare?
Yeah, see, that's the other thing. I'll think of that too. Like, not more so for that. That's a bit wild because you can't be doing that to kids.
Yeah.
But again, it's not even offensive. Like, it's funny. Like, especially if you had done it. Like, let's say you were at home doing it, like throwing maybe worse at it. But then someone else, because it's that. It's like I can slap my kid, but then if someone else slaps my kid, it's like, well, hang on, you can't do that.
Yeah.
So I guess you throwing cheese is still, even though it's your kid and it's the same thing. It just feels weird. Someone else shouldn't be able to do that to your kid. But yeah, I think of that more so like for just shit we see online, like mistakes, like some things that I see, like even being racist or saying words we shouldn't be saying and just slurring, whatever. It's like, give me someone who hasn't said any of this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, and now just because someone's got it accidentally recorded or whatever, it's like, oh, well, now they're a bad person. I'm like, well, hang on, you probably do that just because yours hasn't been recorded.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh. If every person's moment was recorded of what the bad things they had said, it's like, well, now are you a bad person, or is it just because they had ended up getting caught doing it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Then everyone just jumps on the bandwagon of like hating them and
and then
canceling them.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, definitely, and I think people should be throwing cheese at other kids. But yeah, like again, I don't know if I'd be too offended. It's like it's a harmless joke, but like I can understand why people wouldn't, because it does remind me of that. It's probably like, I would feel away if someone else hit our kid, but I could hit it. Like, what's the difference? You probably hit it worse too, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess it's just because it's not your child.
Yeah, it's wild.
Throwing cheese at kids at
Yeah,
kindergarten.
well, that's not
That's
even
crazy
like, that's not
though.
even like the worst of it, because there was like this young couple that had their baby in childcare as well.
Yeah.
And they must have, like the workers must have left the younger child. This baby's like probably less than a year old.
Oh.
With like an older child. And the older child was like bullying it and like scratching it and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, and then the childcare workers didn't do anything about it. They just left it.
Oh, really?
And by the time the parents picked the baby up, just covered in scratches, like bleeding.
Nah, you
Yeah.
can't have that,
Yeah,
man. See,
exactly.
that's wild.
Yeah.
Because like you almost have a. That's how I've thought about it. See, that even brings up like now people when they're like, oh, can you hold? Like, I don't like holding people's things or like expensive, like, oh, hold my phone.
Gives you that responsibility.
Yeah, because now the responsibility, like, I've told you to do it. Now, if something happens to it, it's on you. If you lose it, drop it, anything like that.
Yeah.
I guess when you're giving a kid today, it's like now you're physically in your care. Like you can't be like, oh, well, that's not my child. Don't worry about it. Like it's in your care now.
Yeah.
So that is crazy. I don't know how they got away with that.
Like that freaks me out. Like I always have very high anxiety when I let people borrow
Did they
things.
know like it was recorded? How did people find out about this? Did they just see the marks on the kid and ask what it
Yeah,
was?
and they questioned it.
So it wasn't like recorded though or anything?
Oh, I don't think so, no. I might have been. I'm not sure. I didn't read into it. And then the excuse of the workers were that they were occupied changing a nappy of a different baby or something.
How long was it?
Yeah, I know. But yeah, like what I was just saying, like it gives me anxiety letting people borrow things of mine because I panic and I'm like, oh, they're going to break it, they're going to lose it.
Yeah.
Just the thought of like a child. I don't think that's why I don't want to work, because I don't think I could ever put my child in
like a daycare or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. I don't know. I hope not. I might have to go to the mines and then you can just look after the bean, I guess. I'll come back every 2 weeks, see yous, and I'm out again.
Yeah, like I think of that as well, but then I think like
2 weeks without, like this by yourself.
like
That's
would
a
that
lot.
be tough on me?
Yeah.
But I do a lot of things on my own anyway.
Barely. I'll have a quick break.
Have a quick break. All right.
Oh, nine.
Okay, so these are a couple of what would be questions. You're right there sniffing the mic. Your breath stinks.
I was going to say on the last one, I was like, man, what's that smell? I don't know if it is. I don't know what it is, man.
Man, you need to like sanitize these with like a spray.
Your one, maybe.
Oh, I don't know.
No, because you use it.
Nasty.
Oh, you nasty.
All right.
Oh, you
so,
nasty. Huh?
What would be your bank heist role? So say there's like...
Ooh, what roles are there?
Yeah, what roles are there?
Yeah, so first, so we've got the driver.
Yep.
That's the bank heist. So definitely need him.
Yep.
Do you think you have like the vault, like one guy goes to the vault?
Yeah, so you got the vault guy.
Yeah.
You've
So
got
what would
the-
he like need? I feel like driver, he needs to have a bit of wits, needs to know the roads,
Yeah.
probably good at driving.
Yep.
The vault guy.
He
I
needs
need him
to
to
know
be-
to detect the lock.
Oh, okay, yeah, maybe, yeah. I was thinking of blowing it up for some reason, so he's mad. But yeah, maybe you need the guy who knows
Yeah.
the ticks. So he's like a bit of the nerdy geek on that side.
Yep.
You need the crazy madman who can hold the hostages and
Yep.
just keep everyone down,
Yeah.
yelling at them, nanny.
Yeah, then you need a guy to put all the money in the bag.
Yeah, you need him to collect the... Oh, wait, so is he with Vault Man?
Yeah, he's with Vault Man.
So what about someone to go with Crazy Man to collect the phones, or he can do that himself? He needs a partner or something as well.
I guess he needs a partner.
Well, I'm definitely not good at roads, so I'm not driving.
Yeah, you got that right.
Like I said, I already can't. I'm bad at telling people what to do. So can you please... Everyone just please lie. If you want to give your phone, you could. Just please don't call the cops or anything.
Yep.
So I probably couldn't be crazy, madman. And I definitely wouldn't shoot someone, so I can't bluff that.
Yeah.
Might have to be bum boy with, maybe help him.
boy.
I'll just help him collect if you guys could. You
Yep.
know, I don't want to do this, but...
And then you got to run, chuck it in the car.
Oh, wait, bad boy with the money.
Yeah,
I'm
bad
talking
boy.
bad boy with the crazy man. I'll help him keep everyone...
No, we're talking about the main roles.
What, is there any other roles? What about
No.
like hacker? Hacker on the
Why does
cameras?
he need a hack?
No one. So what, it's just 3 roles?
We just think like straight in and out. Like you're not planning this for like 6 months.
Okay. Then yeah, probably I'll be money runner.
Money runner?
I'll do money runner.
Ooh.
I'll be
Yeah,
money
because
runner.
that seems like the easiest role.
And just, yeah, guess so. And the most, like, not like, like...
Less dangerous? I'd be
Maybe just the easiest role.
I'd be
I
the
thought you'd be
driver.
driver. I was about to say, yeah, driver. You're like very good at the roads. I
Yeah.
couldn't see you telling people to shut up.
Nah.
But yeah, you'd be able to keep it on the foot. But you drive a bit slow sometimes. And you're not wild driver.
Oh, I am when I'm like angry or hyped up.
I haven't seen that. Because yeah, you're like, don't even indicate. You're like waiting in the car. I see big gaps and you're like, I'm like, what are you waiting for? And then I see a car like 10 seconds later drive past. I'm like, you had 10 seconds to get in front of that guy.
I'm not
And you're like waiting
you.
for ages. Like, nah, I don't know what the gap was. Like, man, it must be a 10-second big gap.
And it's like a big gap.
Yeah, me and the bullet, man.
Yeah, because I'm a very safe driver.
Until she needs it. Until the money's in the back, huh?
Eh?
And next thing you know, Daniel, see me, I'll kill.
Yeah.
Yeah, you may be driver. You'd probably be. Yeah, I'd probably be bag boy or
Yeah.
couldn't tell people to. What place would what would be the time? Because nowadays, I mean, I would like to rob back in like a
Like in a horse
cowboy.
race.
Yeah, like that time. Give me because then you can do the saddles on the horses. Yeah, then I'll be like stick up bandana.
Did they have that on Red Dead Redemption?
They're probably like jobs. There might have been like 1 or 2 bank heist jobs, maybe. I honestly can't remember.
I don't think there was.
Oh, wasn't there? I'm surprised. I thought they did do a couple robberies.
I don't think it was banks. Or was there?
I don't know what they robbed. That was actually a fun game. Didn't we play that 2-player 2 for a little bit online?
2-player?
I think so. I think because I played on Lance's, he had one.
Oh, yeah.
Because you could have your own little posse.
Yeah, I
and
didn't like that. No, because everyone would just try to lasso you and then,
true.
just drag
It's
you
not
around.
fun. Yeah.
and
I
just
wish you
shoot
could do like your own, like 2-player, but the campaign. That would be cool.
Yeah, that would. They
Because
should
then we
make
can just do our own like little, rather than people just running around knifing people.
Yeah, that's probably my favourite game. Next would be Borderlands.
Red Dead Redemption, your favorite game? Really?
Like, yeah,
I don't know if I have a
storyline game
Yeah.
based. Yeah, then
Yeah, maybe that, yeah.
Borderlands, because I finished that too.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've played any other games where they have
It
stories.
takes 2, baby.
Yeah, but that's like co-op.
Oh, you're saying just solo by yourself?
Yeah, solo.
I want to try on the Outer Ring, man.
What's that? Like Lord of the Rings?
A game that I would even get frustrated at. So imagine you
Oh.
playing it. Like, it's apparently very, very hard.
Elder Ring? I don't think I've heard of that. Oh,
It's like a mythical, like Lord of the Rings look. Like, it's all that stuff. So I don't know if
Is
you
it
like the art.
elves and stuff.
Elves.
Is it elves?
Like they're just gory monsters
Oh.
and like sword and stuff. But apparently it's like very, very hard.
Oh, really?
So I'd love to see you try and play
Oh,
it.
yeah, nah, probs not.
Even the Cuphead one, I've wanted, and that's co-op too.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't that like the hardest game?
I don't know if it's the hardest game, but yeah, it's like very hard to play. I just want to see you get angry at games. We should do the gaming channel because I know you'd rack the views. You're the worst to play with.
I'm the worst.
You're the worst to play with, but good content.
You're the worst to play with because you get so like
When it's games, I'm like
you're
trying to
bad at explaining things.
back on this again.
Yep.
Back on board. But is that it? Is that the roles? Just those 4?
Yeah, I think I would be the driver.
I might be a little safe. If back in the day, I might be a little safe man. I'll crack it and then someone else can run out with it. Then I'll go in a different car and get a head start out of there.
But you're on the horse, not a car.
True. Maybe I'll be the inside job. Maybe I can be that guy. I'll let you into the bank. Yeah.
Oh, that's very
Because then at least I can be the civilian. Punch me and make it look real. Shoot my leg. Get crazy to shoot me. He wouldn't mind doing it. Yeah, I wonder what. Would there be any other jobs besides those 4? Those are the main jobs.
Well, when you watch like a movie and they have like bank robberies, it's not that many.
Oh, man, you haven't seen Batman. You had like 16 people.
Well, I just watched that last night, the Joker.
The Joker one, the actual one, but with
Heath
Ledger. Yeah, Heath Ledger.
Yeah, it was on last night.
Yeah, like 6 people, 7 people with him.
Yeah, but they're all just went in guns blazing.
Well, he had 2 watching, kill him. You had 1 driving the bus, you kill him.
Yeah.
3 getting the money. Yeah, maybe he had just multiples of each job.
Yeah, he just had more hands.
True.
Because it was like a mass bank.
Is there any other good bank scenes?
Ooh. Oh, there was one that I literally just watched. Oh, the new one on Netflix.
What, the red one, the Russian one? What's that called?
The red one,
Yeah, there's like a Russian one that like, it's like a robbery one or something.
Oh, yeah, they wear the red suits and kind
Yeah.
of like the Squid Game looking, Money Heist or something. Yeah, they made a Korean version of that too.
Oh, did they?
No, there's like a comedic one. It's got the guy, that comedian guy that like showed his balls or his
Oh,
penis.
you didn't even watch that video though, movie.
I did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I watched
when did you watch
when
it?
I stayed at my parents'
Wow,
house.
you didn't watch it with me.
It wasn't that great. It really wasn't that great.
Yeah, I guess.
That's about bank robbery.
I'm always down for a good laugh. Yeah, what is his name? He's got massive nuts.
Oh, I can't even remember what his nuts look like. I just
They're
remember,
huge.
what was that movie that?
Because I'm sure that was a robbery. No, what was that one? It was like a hotel one that they were cleaners and like they were like bad
Witness
people.
to death or something?
Yeah, something like that. And then
Yeah.
they had to get out or help someone escape or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a funny one
And
too.
that had the guy with the long hair in it. The long curly hair.
Yeah.
So if you were robbing a bank,
Mm.
what would be your first place to rob?
Oh no, that was like, yeah. So what things would you like? What if you were to start robbing things? Like, where would you like? What would you rob?
Like-
Because I wouldn't rob a bank. No, definitely not nowadays. Not
Yeah,
robbing
no,
a
with
bank.
all the technology, no.
7-Eleven maybe.
Nah.
Coles.
Coles with all those people in there.
Oh yeah, true. What's something small?
A little fish and chip
Would you
shop.
do homes? You reckon you could do a home?
I don't know how people do that.
Yeah, that's scary. I couldn't, because you don't know who first. Or like, I would have to do the like stakeouts, see them going to. Could you even? I was even thinking about robbing homes. Like that the other day, I'm like, wow, yeah. If let's just say you watch someone's house, because if
Yeah.
they watched our house, let's
Yeah.
say you watch it for even a month, 2 months,
Yeah.
you would see days up. You like the times you're leaving home is the same. The
Yeah.
times you go to the train, I go to the work. The times we're roughly getting back when I'm going to pick you up from the job. Like you'd see the stuff so much that you would assume that's the normal route for majority of the days.
Yeah.
As soon as you see that, we're home for like a long time. No one's here, so I will definitely do that because there's no way I'm coming in at night time.
Yeah.
But then again, that also makes like a little bit of sense because it's like you try and get them. Well, no, it doesn't make sense to me. Oh, broad daylight though. I think actually I was listening to this somewhere that why people rob at night during days because it's like dark, mysterious.
visible,
yeah, you're less like it's easier to see someone breaking through a window when no one's looking out at nighttime at that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you obviously people are home at nighttime, which is a scary thing for me. Like
Yeah.
you don't know who you're walking into.
Yeah.
So unless I just look out of the house, otherwise I'd rob it when no one's home.
Yeah.
Coming through the back, jumping over a fence or something. I'm not going through the front door.
Oh, yeah, I don't know how people do that.
Yeah, that'd be wild. That'd be a bit scary.
Yeah. Like on the news.
If you got 1 week.
Yeah.
And you had to get $20,000. What are you doing?
I'm going to like a rich area. So let's say Turak.
Yeah, I might do homes then for like.
Yeah.
Because what else has a lot of cash then? If I could do like a robbery, I'd say like a 7. Do they even have a lot of money?
Have you seen
7-Eleven?
people try to steal the ATMs?
Oh man, some of those ding dong robbery.
Yeah.
That's maybe another reason. I don't want to be a meme.
Yeah, exactly right. And they try to like wheel it out, or not wheel it out, but like drag it out of the shopping centre with their car, and the car goes nowhere.
Breaks the chains or a wheel or something.
Yeah, exactly right. It's just silly. Like, have you seen those?
Oh, you go.
the trucks that carry all the money for the ATMs and stuff.
Yeah.
Have you seen them driving around?
No.
Oh, so they're
But
like,
don't they have the guns? Those are the guys who do the
yes,
money. Oh, frick.
and they're like
man.
they're satellite tracked as well.
Oh,
so.
really? Man, see, there's so much like stuff.
Yeah, so
now.
I'm like, oh,
there's no way you
what
could.
if one day someone just like rammed that car and then like
Aren't they big cars though?
yeah, they're
like a truck.
Yeah, it's like trucks and they're
You
like
need a big,
fully
big
armored.
truck to
Yeah, exactly. But
And like a big high size for that. Yeah, I saw a video. It was like the nicest robbers or something they were titled.
Yeah.
It was like two teens. I think they're just gonna rob like a liquor store or something.
Yeah.
And like, oh, we're gonna do this. I don't know if it was staged or not, but it looked pretty legit. But they're like, yeah, I guess. And then so one of them like grabbed the brick, and then they threw it at the window, and like it didn't break. It did nothing. Like, let's go. Nah, let's go. They didn't want to do it. They're like, nah. If it's not even gonna break like that, I'm like, I can't be. I don't want to try this.
was anyone in there? Or
It was like night time, and they're like they didn't know whether they should or shouldn't. They're like, "Frick, should we just do it?" And then they try to throw it, and it didn't work. Like, nah, let's go. That'd be me.
That's a bad sign already.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
I guess you're probably like planning going out to like somewhere where there's rich people. The richer people I'm feeling aren't like mongrel driven, and they're like, they're more likely to. I was listening to like a drug dealer, and he was talking about like selling drugs to specific people. And he was like, you sell them to the people around your neighborhoods, whatever. And then once you start going like coke and stuff, that's when you're probably more likely to get more robbed because people want that stuff more. So he was just like, oh, so like, did you like selling? Like, who did you prefer selling to? Like the poorer area or the richer people? He's like, 100% the richer people. He's like, yeah, man, because if they're not weighing it, they're not checking if you're giving. They're more scared of you than you are of them.
They're less violent.
Yeah, when you're in your gritty area selling to your people, it's like, oh yeah, am I gonna get stabbed or is he gonna stab me? Or am I gonna fight him? Yeah. It's like, yeah, like it just those people aren't. Rich people have so much money they don't even care to be like, I'm not. This isn't worth my life.
Yeah, exactly.
But when this is all I got, nah, you ain't taking this from me.
Yeah,
we gotta fight for this because I needed to, buy food. So. Yeah, definitely go for those kind of people who are just like, take whatever you want and I'll get out. I'm like, yeah, thank you. That's what I need because I don't even want to kill you either.
Yeah.
Yeah, Toorak. Is that our rich area, Toorak?
Yeah. Okay. That's where like the multi-million-dollar homes are.
Jesus
Rich
Christ.
people, CEOs, all of those, they live there.
Yeah.
And majority of them aren't home because, they're working crazy ass jobs.
Good riddance.
On holidays for like 6 months.
They won't even notice 3 rings missing.
Exactly right.
Yeah, I'm definitely going. Yeah, 20 grand. Yeah, I'm going to the. I'll be so scared. Like that first night though, like you got a week. Oh man, I'm like 3 days. I'm trying to even just prepare for it. Like frick.
Yeah, I don't.
Imagine trying to rob.
That gives me way much. Like,
I still think I'll try something little. I have to go like a little. I might just like rob. Yeah, I think I might do Coles or something. But still, what's the most expensive? I was gonna say Snickers, but that's because I like it.
Closed. Or when it's open.
When it's open, maybe I'll just take a bag or something. Or maybe at Kmart, I'll still and they might have to just like sell it or something.
Yeah.
Try and do it legally that way.
It's crazy
or
how
illegally.
you've never stolen anything.
Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, I just want to steal, just even try it.
Nah, like I think of that now. Like you should have done it when you were under 18 because if you get caught now, you get...
Kids selling a Snicker, they ain't going to put me in prison. Come on now.
Probably not prison.
I wouldn't even do like a steal, like the cool way either. But it goes
on your record too. So if you like try to like...
Well, I'll do the accidental one is how I'll do my stealing. Like I'd hold it while I'm scanning other thing and walk out with it so I can at least say it was an accident. That's probably how, which is still the petty way. Like I don't know how back in the day when, oh man, used to, again, not eating, not having food. There was one kid he used to live near us and we always used to go, this is another thing I think of too. It's like, are you a bad person if you're not doing, I used to think like, am I bad for this? Like I didn't do anything wrong, but I knew what he was doing was the wrong thing, but I benefited from him doing the wrong thing because I enjoyed it. So he would always steal every day after school. He would steal blocks of chocolate and we would eat it. And again, I haven't eaten all freaking day. Wow. I'm taking some chocolate.
What a scab.
Yeah, so I'll just wait with it. Like all he wanted me to do, I was a heist. I was in the heist. I was the lookout. He was like, so obviously he didn't want to go on with, then used to tell people to stop taking bags and things or they'll check them. So it's like, just stay here, stay out the front too. So I didn't even have to be inside. So I didn't feel that guilty.
What shops were this? Like?
Your mum's Safeway where she works.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I was just holding the bags so he doesn't have to go with it. Slide it down his pants. No one's checking nothing. He's coming out, boom, half a block each. And we just eat it on the way home. Oh man, I couldn't wait. I remember waiting for the end of school. I'm like, I can't wait to eat some chocolate today because I hadn't eaten all day, had nothing. He was like my Aladdin, all right? He was like my Aladdin, given to the poor because I had nothing.
Robin Hood.
Yeah, legit. So yeah, I never did nothing. Like I never stole, but I definitely benefited from people stealing. I was doing my part. I was holding the bags and keeping lookout.
Yeah, you got that right.
And I was, if anyone ever call, I'm running. Later, G. I'll keep your bag at my house.
Nah, or something
Yeah,
else.
because there's no way I would have shat my pants. I don't know how people could just slide something down their pants and walk out. It was way too scary for me.
Yeah, well, I just don't think I could steal anything now because one time I stole and I got caught. So
She tried to steal and got caught.
nah, man.
That's too funny. And probably, how did you even try it? What did you do? Put it in your pocket? Did you walk out with it?
Yeah, so we tried.
Bra. See, girls have so many places because no one can check your bra.
Yeah,
That's why you need the big
no.
G's. Then people can't see it. Did you see the ladies sneaking alcohol into venues
No,
and they'll hide it in their titties?
really.
Uh.
You could hide a lot of things in there.
Exactly. You can on your one. You can hold maybe a lollipop or something, but
No, barely.
yeah, barely, right?
Yeah, barely.
Yeah, but yeah, you used to have so many hideable spots. You could even put it in the vagina if you really wanted to.
Yeah, but then that's when they call the police and then they have the authority to do the body check. So
Ooh.
no, thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, where can I put it? I mean,
In your undies.
yeah, give me the big Pepsi bottle. You know, walking
Oh,
out 13-year-old big Pepsi bottle. Yeah, that's my junk G. Starts bursting out my leg. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, I don't know where I would even like hide a chocolate thing. Sleeve maybe.
Yeah. No, yeah. I
So
just
what did you
chucked it
do?
in-
Yeah,
I
what
just
did-
chucked it in my pocket.
Oh, in your pocket.
Yeah.
And then so what? Did anyone see you, or did the things beep?
I think there was a worker that was watching us.
How old were you?
I was 14.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
no,
the word. Like they're
yes.
watching. And here we go.
And
Look at them. Look at them. Look at them.
Yeah. And then she confronted us. I was like,
Oh,
no.
the confront. That's the thing. There.
no.
So take me to jail
'Cause,
right
yeah,
now.
we took it out of the packet. And then
that's
we
what
put
you
it in our pockets.
What was it?
Mascara.
Oh, I thought it was nail polish. Mascara. It's like a little box thing or something.
Yeah, for your eyelashes.
Jesus.
Yeah, man.
Prisoner. Her life's over. She probably thought.
Nah, man.
Go on to jail,
They
Bert.
took us to the back part, like in a meeting room.
Oh,
thing.
really? Down the back.
And the guy was like, well,
You should have just tried. Did you try to run or anything?
nah,
kinda just
I
knew
didn't
it was
have the
over?
balls to,
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to be like on a wanted poster.
Oh, wanted, man. What? This ain't cowboy era. She's got to be on a wanted.
Nah, man. The nerves are too high.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, the guy was like, I can either call your parents or call the police.
Ooh.
I was like, call the police. I don't want my parents
Wow.
to
For some
come.
mascara. Wait, did
Yeah.
only one of you steal this?
It was me and my friend.
Yeah, but so
So
who
we
had the mascara, or you both had one each or
I
something?
think we both had one
Oh,
each
okay.
from
Because
memory.
you just blamed her or something.
Wow, I'm not a rat.
Yeah.
But yeah, never do that again.
Never do that again. He's scarred for
Yeah.
life.
But then it's crazy because the girl that I had stolen with, after I like kind of stopped hanging out with her, she started hanging out with other people that stole more,
Jeez.
and they ended up stealing like bras and like undies.
Oh, yeah.
Like it just became like just such a common thing for people to go into changing rooms, put on a bra, and then
Ew.
what do you mean?
I suppose unless you go in with nothing first. Because where you putting your other skids first?
You probably put it on top.
Oh, bra on top of a bra.
Yeah.
Does it fit like that?
Yeah, it probably
Yeah,
could.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 14. You probably got just this A cup.
Yeah. Well, that's when the trend of like the push-up bras. were,
Yeah, it would have been like
coming
those
in.
singlet things.
Yeah, and like the girls used to wear the singlets and show a bit of their bra at the top. That was like the trend, and everyone's
Jeez.
MySpace pictures would be like that. Oh my god.
MySpace.
Yeah.
Did you have a Bebo? Oh man.
Nah, I actually
That's
didn't.
what we. Yeah, that's what I remember.
Oh really?
Bebo.
Nah, I went straight from MySpace to Facebook.
True.
Yep, I was one of the.
Well, I had
first.
MySpace too, but yeah, I think I used Bebo more.
I had a Tumblr.
I don't know what that one
It
is.
was more like you like
The photos.
save
whatever.
photos.
Yeah.
To
It's
your
like
page.
Instagram, isn't it?
Yeah, kinda. It was like a back in the day Instagram,
Yeah.
but you could like post other people's photos to your.
Become another person.
Yes, sir. Oh no! Why is my timer not on?
Oh, don't say that. How long's it been? Just give it like 10 minutes maybe.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Well, that's it. Other than, new generation not being phased by
Nah,
aliens and fires.
Well, there was one you just telling me about that. Did I have to got kicked out of a small a place, like a shopping center?
Yeah, I was with you when you had no shoes on.
No.
Oh.
You weren't there for this one. Me and 3 friends got kicked out.
Oh,
Like I got banned. I thought I got banned and I was never allowed back. That's what the guy said. It was from Bunnings, the one near your guys' house.
wow.
Yeah, have I ever told you that?
No.
So I was hanging out with 2 kids.
10 years.
10 years. I know. Oh, this is a new story.
10
new story. She's
years.
never heard this. So we were hanging out in the. I don't know what we were doing again. I
Mucking around,
Then
huh?
used to go biking with them. Then my friends. I was never a bad kid. I didn't like doing bad things, but they're my friends. I'll just hang out with them.
Yeah.
This one kid, so he's like a bit of the troublemaker, I guess you could say,
I see.
like the bit of the class clown or whatever he is.
Yeah.
And so we went into Bunnings and I don't know if they were trying to one up each other and just trying to like make each other laugh. I never tried. I was like just kind of watching, and I was there to like get on, kind of laughing. I was like, oh yeah, we shouldn't be doing this. But yeah, I remember one of them was like touching, now I know what it is, but back then like the pallets. Oh, yeah. So a lady, like a worker, actually had the pallet, like the pallet jacks, and he was like, "Oh, can I use?" And he was just like pumping it, and the lady was just kind of, I don't know why she let him do it. We were kids too, but he was like, yeah, she was just there. And I was like, oh, and he was like pumping it and kind of moving around. I remember they climbed up on like some of the racks, and we were like just sitting on like the rugs or something. Like they were like up in the racks hiding under them. I don't think we ever spilt anything, or we're kind of just being kids. Oh, one thing I think they did. They must have had like a roll of like the plastic or something, and they must have like poured on a little bit, and it started unrolling, like a big roll, unraveled, and I think we just left the aisle. So I don't know if that was the last straw, whatever it was.
Okay, so you were in the shop.
Yeah, we're in Bunnings. We're in Bunnings here doing all this stuff, and because it's so big. Again, I've never been in trouble, never had any consequence really things. So I was like, probably just like I didn't know nothing was bad or whatever. I didn't think of it. And then some guy started yelling. He was like screaming at us, and he come near walking down the aisle, and he was just like, "Nah, you guys like need to leave." So I don't know whether it was the lady ratted or because how many things we did, and it might have been the unraveling of that. Probably was the last straw seen on the cameras. Maybe just someone said kids are making them ruckus.
Yeah, nuisance.
But he was like, he grabbed me and one of the other friends, and the other one just come. I remember, and he like grabbed like behind the neck. I remember feeling it was either that or like near the shirt, but it was definitely around here. He was like, oh no, you need to leave, and we kind of just like dragged us out to the front, and then I was just like, you guys are like banned from Bunnings, and then just kind of pushed us, and that was it. But just hearing him say that, I remember I used to be so scared to go with mum and dad. I waited in the car because I thought I was like, if they see me again, I'm gonna get in trouble. So I never went in there, and I didn't want mum and dad to find out. And then this wasn't until I was like 18, and probably with you, maybe even before you a little bit. I was like, surely they're not gonna remember who I am. And like I walked in, I was like, oh, now I'm free. Like I don't, like it was like, oh, no one ever said anything. And now when I even look about him, that guy probably didn't even ban us. He's just like, yeah, you're banned, don't come back. And like,
just to like
didn't think of it. Yeah, and like I was like shit scared. I was like, man, they got my wanted poster up there. This kid can never come back. Yeah, I remember like that was like Courtney Gardens. Like we were in Courtney Gardens.
Oh, so primary.
Like
school.
not even high school.
Oh wow.
Yeah, primary school.
God damn.
That's what I mean. Like maybe grade 6, grade 5. So I was like young. Yeah, and they're like making a ruckus. That's what I mean. He was like pulling the jack. I was like, geez, like what are we? We were. They were just making a little ruckus and just running around doing crazy things. And then the guy like kicked us out. I was like, man, I'm banned. And then I never went back for years.
Well, I was like that at the shop that I stole at.
Never went back.
Yeah, because my parents would always go shopping there, so they would deliberately take me.
Wow.
And they're like, "Do you want to come in?" Ooh. And I'd be like, "No, I want to wait in the car." And then my parents, they would like rub it in my face.
Wow, they wanted that. That makes you remember about it. Jeez.
Yeah, I didn't go into that shop for like years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just traumatized. That shame of.
That is a weird thing. Like, yeah, again, so now when I think about like that guy, like I said, like he just threw us kind of like, again, pulling us, that was probably a little bit wild, him grabbing us, but I understood. But him just being probably angry. He's like, hey, you guys are banned, don't come back. He didn't think anything of it. But yeah, for me, I was like, man, this is my life. I can never come back here. It's over. You don't think of the things you say to a kid.
Yeah, because the world is like just so unknown at like such a young age. Whereas now you're like,
yeah, like now that I think I'm like, oh, band does it. Like, I can come back.
Yeah.
But when you're a kid, you're like, wow, band, I can never come back for life.
Yeah.
I might need wood.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, I forgot. That was a memory you brought when you were just saying the stealing. Because I never stole a book, got kicked. But yeah, that was the first time I got kicked out of a place. And that's even the first time I realized like being wagging school from like primary school to high school. Yeah. Like, yeah, there was kids that tried to wag in my class, like, I think grade 6. They had planned it. And, like I heard about it all the day before or that day of. And then it felt like freaking, there was a murder on the loose and like the whole school shut down. People were like, nah, we're not.
Was that you?
That wasn't me. That was kids in my class. They tried to wag. And I was like, geez, like just the whole, that's what I'm saying. If you heard about it, then yeah, it must have shut the school down. They were like saying like no one can leave, no one can do nothing. They waited.
That. Yeah, we went into lockdown.
Oh, did we?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
Wow. So I don't know how they heard about it. And then those kids were like, they were caught and they came back to class like not too much longer after and detention. They were like 4 days. I think actually no, they even got the
suspended.
Like it's weird to think like, so they try to wag, you get in trouble for it. So what you get the trouble is you go home and don't come back to school.
Yeah, exactly.
It's almost like what they wanted.
Yeah.
But obviously you get in trouble with your parents and stuff. But like it seemed like a very, very, very big deal. And then I went to high school and my sister was like, you want to wag? I was like, not really, because I know it's like a freaking shooter on the loose. And she took me, we went to the city. That's the first time I ever wagged. Spent the day in at the aquarium. had fun there, and we trained, bus back, and came to school. And then mum that picked us up. I was like, that was like
So easy.
so easy.
Yeah.
Next days after that, never went to school.
Yeah.
This guy just, it was so easy to wag school. High school, like it's just so different once you get to high school, and I honestly think it's because of like the changing of the like you're not in that one set classroom all the time, so because there's so much moving around and periods and things like that, it's like, well, no, who's gonna know?
Yeah, exactly.
Could have just been the school too.
Well, yeah, I definitely think it was the school. That's for sure. There was just
Doesn't that school have like 6 kids now?
Yeah, apparently it's like not as busy.
Jeez.
Like I remember when I was there was like over 1,000.
Yeah, it's like a
kids.
pack school.
Now there's only like 300-400 people.
Jeez.
Not even. But do you remember? I don't even. No, they would have been in your year level actually. Do you remember when the kids took the razors out of the sharp?
Is this in high school or
no, primary school?
Oh, okay.
I think they were grade 6 or grade 5. Yeah, they took the razors out of the sharpeners and they were cutting people.
What?
Yeah. Do you remember that? We went into lockdown for that as well.
Well, maybe I remember because I remember going to lockdown a couple of yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
We're probably at home because it's raining.
Yeah.
So what was the weather like?
No,
they were cutting kids.
Yeah, I think they were cutting
That's
kids
wild.
at the canteen because I remember like the next day when we were obviously out of lockdown. Yeah, there was just like blood splatters on the
What the frick?
Yeah, at the canteen.
No, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah,
Do you remember that? You know, there's one thing I always feel guilty for to this day. So I don't know how about but that infamous family that went there.
Yeah.
To primary school.
Yeah.
I feel so bad now.
The surname start with J.
I don't know what their surname started with, but like just that family that was very like
Everyone was like,
there was
ill.
like rumors about them and like they were having touching kids in toilets and
Yeah.
there was one kid we used to pick on because he had like shit on his feet and they always smell. I remember anyway seeing their family and seeing their dad and all that. Like this is an actual family, and we saw them at the shops.
Oh really?
Yeah, me and my being like Katarina, a couple of my siblings and my parents.
Yeah.
And I just remember saying that I was like, like that family's there, like they're talking to Katarina or who dad or someone tell them about it. And he's like, then it was like I was very young and he was like that was the first time he reminded me. He's like, oh, like what? Like he. Just me saying, he's like, well, you shouldn't like speak to people about that or like, because I remember it was almost like people like they were like a disease. Like people wouldn't go near them. People like, don't touch them, don't speak to them. Yeah. And so I think like they were either in line in front of us or like 2 people ahead. And Dad was like, I was like, oh, we can't go near them or something. Again, I'm a kid, so I probably didn't know any better. But he was like, well, you shouldn't treat people like that. Like, oh, you can. And so he just walked right next to him, and, like did his own thing, or whatever. Like Dad just did the groceries or whatever it was. But it was a weird thing. I was like, oh, Dad's like not even worried about them. Yeah. And that was the first time it instilled in me of like, oh, like we hit like how bad. Like I don't know what rumors were spread about those people, but it went so bad to the point where I'll just follow. I don't want to be near those people.
Yeah, because I remember there was one, like if you have like a footpath and there's like a line in between like the 2 concrete pieces. Yeah. So it was like if you step on that, you get like cooties from that family.
Oh, really?
And then, there was one that never go to the toilet alone because apparently the older brother was accused of touching little girls. What a weird...
Like whether it is true or not true, it's just I don't know. I feel like kids would just be making this shit up. To be honest,
like I just wonder where it's.
But they did look like a creepy
fan.
Yes, they were because they did smell.
Yeah.
But I remember when Dad was like, "He's like, oh, you shouldn't be like treating people." And I was like, "Oh, that's weird. Like, you just think that everyone says it about them, so it's true." But
because like that's like your bubble every day.
Jay, what's it? Oh, I don't know if we should say it, but I can't even remember it. Tell me after though.
Yeah.
But that felt like I felt that's what I'm saying. Even me saying it like that, you remember like people. It must have been like an infamous family.
It was.
And we heard the same rumors.
Yeah.
So
because there was that, and I think like the brother and sister, the rumor of them having sex.
Yes, I remember all this stuff too. Like,
I remember the brother and sister, but I don't know if there was a third one.
I feel like there was a younger one because that's the one I feel bad for because me and my friends were like teasing him because he had like stepped in shit or something, and I was like, wow, that's a bit harsh. So maybe I wasn't. Well, no, I wasn't a bully, but
because there was always there was a rhyme of that family too.
A rhyme? Yeah. Nah, man, all a while, man.
Yeah, it was like if you touched this pole, like you would get like cooties from them.
Wow. Yeah, what a sad life.
Yeah, like
could you imagine your family is known for like something weird?
Yeah. And
your kids like that is when you have school shooters. Like if this was America, that's everyone getting shot up at that school.
Yeah,
Fuck
exactly
that.
Right.
That is wild to think. Yeah, I forgot about that family.
Yeah, I wonder where that family's
at. Like that's what I think. Did they go to London? Some of them or no?
I actually don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a wild.
But yeah, that
rumors, man. Look, they're dangerous. See, I'm saying you got to watch out about rumors because if it isn't true, well, but probably I hope it isn't true. But I feel like everyone heard the same things.
Yeah, exactly. So just wonder where that stemmed from, where it started, why it started.
Yeah, why it started. Like one kid.
But there were so many. Like there was even people that there was like a girl in our year level. Well, it would have been like grade 3, grade 4. Everyone would be like, ew, she sleeps naked with her dad. And
See, I think I even heard those too.
Oh, really?
I can't remember. There were so many, but it was always like weird and sexual and gross and just weird things. But that's what I'm saying. If you just say 1 or 2, then people can just, then if I had they did this as well, then, because if you already believe these 3, it's like, well, yeah, if they did that, yeah, he's probably molesting his dog or something. Like, you just think that everything is true then.
Yeah.
It's terrible, actually.
It's just like crazy that kids in, primary school are talking about that
stuff like that. Yeah, exactly.
So, you can't always, protect your kid from like hearing about molestation and all of that, because kids just talk about it.
You even saying that now, that would have been a good question, like, to ask you. Like the first time, like seeing, I know, so I won't use it because I was gonna say, seeing like titties, or the first time I seen them on like TV and stuff, and because I was like young. But if you want to hear that one, we'll have to save it for the next one.
He'll forget it, guys.
Wow, I forget. Remind me.
I'll probably forget. What was it?
It was just the first time, like remembering like sexual stuff, or when you knew things were like a sexual thing.
Okay.
First time I seen some titties, baby. I'll let you know next time.
Let you know next time, so you better stay tuned.
Yep, that's it. Thank you for watching.
All right. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Make sure, again, like, comment, subscribe, Patreon. Send me $2 in the... It would be cool to have like the little mailbox. Obviously, I want to send it to the house because I'm going to have to give our address. But you can have what is it called? A PO box or whatever? Yeah. Send me some snacks. That's all I want.
We might get poisoned though.
Imagine getting sent some... we'll send it for the next one, but yes, like rotten things.
Yeah, no thanks. I don't want dirty skids in the mail.
Nice, sweet.
All right, adios.
Later, bolt.